Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian here with a new video for you. Um, we're getting prepared for September. Today is the 31st of October. August. Okay, no, not yet. The 31st of October. I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm sorry. Uh, Today is August 31st, 2025. I will bring up the shirt to prove that to you right now that I'm recording this on the 25th. Today. There we go. August 31st. It's afternoon on Sunday. I had a busy weekend and it's been crazy too. That's for another day. I have a story to tell you. Um, but hey, today we have the moon at 14 degrees of Sagittarius right now, with Scorpio on the rise. If you're on, yeah, actually, I also have another chart to share with you for tomorrow. Here's the chart of the moment right now. We are in, oh, that's my chart. No, no, this is the chart of the moment for Manhasset, New York. August 31st, we have Sagittarius rising. So, okay. And then I'm going to share with you September 1st with Sun and, well, actually, I put this at 8 o'clock in the morning. So we have Virgo Sun with a Virgo rising. Mercury is at the last degrees of Leo right now, right? Yeah. I'll share this with you on my Astro Gold software. Yes. Mercury is a 26 degree. It shows because this one shows you the degrees. Okay. Venus is at 7 degrees of Leo. Mars is at 15 degrees of Libra. The sun in Virgo, yeah, 8 degrees. Getting closer to the south node. So in 7 days from today, on the 7th, yes, on next Sunday, we have a full moon lunar eclipse. So if you're Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Gemini, you may be feeling this in a go with the flow type of way. Mutable signs go with the flow, yes. And we have Mars making a square to Jupiter. Mars is making a square to Jupiter. Um, Mars is making a sextile to the moon today. And then we can move this into another day. The moon is still in, well, this is the first. So yeah, the moon is still in Sagittarius, making a square to Mercury. it doesn't show, but there's a square between Moon and Mercury coming up for just a few hours or an hour. Um, Mercury. Oh, wait a minute. Mercury makes a trine to the Moon. Uh, Quincunx to Saturn. It makes a trine to Chiron. So there you go. Yeah, and makes a trine to Mercury. Oh, yeah. The Moon and Mercury are in trine. So what you're feeling and your thinking will conjoin in a positive way or combine forces in a positive way, in a very fiery way, in a fire, and they're both in fire signs at the end of each fire sign. And then the Moon is making a trine to Chiron. And Chiron is making a trine to Mercury. So this could be a feeling of communication and emotion in a philosophical way and a very bold and maybe could be dramatic. It doesn't have to be very dramatic. Could be either a childish or dramatic way. Um, actually, if you and on the positive side, you can make it very classy, royal. So communication could go either direction. There's always a shadow side to everything. So um, it depends on your vibration you're in. If you're in a lower vibration, you may communicate in a childish way with your emotions. I second that emotion. um, which is a very healing with Chiron here. She's making a trine, a fire trine actually. That's a good thing, I think. Yeah. And then let's go to the second. Whoop, wait. Let's the days. Not days. September 2nd. September 1st, Saturn is in Pisces, making a quincunx to, yeah. And then Mercury moves into Virgo, where it'll be very detail oriented, making sure all those documents have crossed T's, dotted I's, and is a in well, maybe in editing mode. Most definitely now editing mode. Although it'll be really, but once it gets to, so let's move this. Well, wait a moment. So Mercury has just moved into Virgo, and it is not opposing anything in Pisces. Hey, that's a good thing. And we have the Sun 8 degrees away from the South Node. All right, getting closer. Let's move this to the 3rd, September 3rd. Anything changed? Well, moon wasn't moved, was changed in on the second to Capricorn. That could have been the first as well, but yeah, late on the first. And then we have it in in Capricorn on the second and the third. Still, the moon is in Capricorn. We're stoic, um, methodical. We have a lot of air here. Mercury, the sun. I'm sorry, Earth here. Mercury, the sun, the moon are all in Earth signs. I thought it was. I think I was thinking air because of Mercury is communication, but yeah, Mercury isn't home. Is at home here in Mercury, where it's more practical and down to earth. Getting that ledger, that the bookkeeping ledger out. um, taking care of details that I said. So yeah. Um, so the only planet in Aries at the moment, planet I said, is Neptune. These two are asteroids, Ceres and Chiron. So let's see. Uranus is Mercury is making a square to Uranus on the second and the third. So yeah, on the second, the third, yeah. Communication, maybe some shocking communication may come about on the third. Something shocking could occur. Uranus is the planet of shock and awe. And Gemini is like so, but they're in um both in Mercury ruled signs. Mercury rules Uranus. Mercury rules Virgo, but they're in a square. That's an interesting thing. And then the sun is getting closer to the south node. The moon is in Aquarius until the 6th of September. Here we are, the 6th of September. Oh, let's move this back out in hours. So we're not in the middle of the day or at the afternoon. So let's move this to, let's say 8-ish, 8 something. Why not? The moon is in Aquarius. And then we move this into an hour. And then we have a moon in Pisces at 9, about 9. The moon is in Pisces on the West Coast. Anyway, so yeah, now that we're starting to, well, if you're a mutable sign, you're probably already feeling this full moon eclipse. I know I am. And I'm taking my time here to get the details right. um, yeah, actually, yeah, I've been dealing with things impersonally, so yeah. That's a story for another day. But let's get through this. I can get through this. All right. Um, the 7th. Oh, all right. Let's move this into days. Because I forgot to put that back in hours and days now. Okay. The 7th, about 11, maybe 11 o'clock. 15 degrees, yeah. Yeah. There's the sun and the moon at 15 degrees of Virgo and Pisces. It's very close to the south node. Mercury is very close to the sun. And then on the 13th, we have a Mercury Cazimi, which is Mercury within this within underneath under the beams of the sun at the same degree. Let's I'm gonna move ahead 12 days. Why not? Saturday the 13th. Let's move this back into hours. I'll have the moon in Gemini. Venus is still in Leo. The sun and Mercury are at the same degree, which is a Kazemi. Which is starting to make an opposition to Saturn. They're within orb, not exact yet, but they're still in opposition to each other by whatever orb you want to go to. If this is an 8-degree orb, so yeah. But Venus is making a trine to Ceres. Oh no, to Chiron, and yeah, to Chiron. And then we have Venus making a square to Vesta, the Vestal Virgin. This is your desire or passion for something in Scorpio at 29 degrees, which is making a trine to Saturn at 29 degrees in a partile trine, which is partile. Partile means they're at the same degree. This is going to be a really interesting, fun day. It's going to be a good day for. Will it be a good day for communication? Well, I think so. Um, if you're very structured and disciplined and have clear boundaries, it will be. Yes. Getting the details and all that. Saturn is retrograde. You'll be going over things that you have already done with Saturn in Pisces. Let's move this into a year. A year. Let's see. A year ago, Saturn was in Pisces. So yeah, let's move this into month. When Saturn is back at 29 degrees. In 2025. Here we are, May 2025. Saturn is at 29 degrees. So what were you doing in May of 2025 or around this time before May 2025, 2024? Let's move this back a year because we had Saturn still in Pisces in 2024 and 2023. Neptune is in at 29 degrees of Pisces on May 13th. So that's interesting. May 13th, September 13th. And then today, back today, now, August 31st. We're going to have a lot of retrograde planets in the next few months. And I also wanted to share with you one more thing. Yeah. Mercury retrograde this year. We had a pre-shadow Mercury retrograde on March 1st, 2025. And then retrograde began on March 15th. On April 7th, retrograde ends. We're in post shadow. And then April 26th, post shadow ends. So this is like all the Mercury retrograde for 2025. You can go with 2024, or you can go next year too. And we are currently here in August 25th was when the post shadow Mercury retrograde and ended. And now we're out of that. And now in on October 21st, we have we're going to get ready for another Mercury retrograde, which happens on November 9th. It begins, it's for 19 days. July 18th was 24 days. March 15th, 23 days of Mercury retrograde. This one in November is only 19 days. Still retrograde. It's in Sagittarius. And all these retrogrades were in fire signs. So it was a fire Mercury in fire sign year. So all the fire signs probably feeling this will be feeling this. And anything that opposing Leo, like Aquarius, or square Leo, like Scorpio or Taurus. So yeah. And this one was a cardinal fire. This is in fixed fire. And this Mercury retrograde will be in mutable fire. So I think this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius will be much different than the other two because we have learned through a lot of things. We've redone a lot of things. It's not going to make a square to Saturn because Saturn is at later degrees of Pisces right now. This one is at 6 degrees and 51 minutes. But hey, this retrograde will, oh, actually, it will make a square because it's going back into Scorpio for some time. So this one goes back from Aries to Pisces. No, I'm the first one went from Aries back to Pisces. And then when Mercury returns back to 9 degrees, 35 minutes of Aries, the Mercury retrograde period ends. So yeah, this is a really cool um, chart to look at, or graphic to look at when you're on astroseek.com. You can go to Mercury retrograde shadow periods. This is under astro calendar. Go to retrograde planet, find Mercury retrograde. You can actually find any planet. You can actually look up any planet that's retrograde. I don't know if it is does go retrograde in that year. So not all planets do go retrograde every year, except for Mercury, which happens at least 3 times. This one starts the pre-shadow period at 26 degrees of Pisces, and the retrograde shadow and period ends on the April 7th, ended on April 7th, and then it ends April 26th, and then you can move on from there. Going ahead. So this is like editing. The editing doing mercurial things over again. This Mercury retrograde for Leo. Well, that all ended August 27th. And I have a story for you for another time. Yeah. So here we are. And August 21st, we'll be in pre-shadow period in Scorpio at 20 degrees 42 minutes. And the retrograde begins at 6 degrees 51 minutes. The post-shadow retrograde and post-shadow begin. So going over everything until we get to 6 degrees 51 minutes of Sagittarius again on December 17th. So yeah, that's what I have for you. So thanks for watching. I'm Steven the Jupiterian. That's all I had for you right now. I will be going into more detail with this eclipse coming up on the 7th of September, Sunday, next Sunday. Oh, yeah. Next Sunday, September 7th. We have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. So if you have any planets around 15 degrees of Pisces or Virgo, you have some things to release or let go of. Take care of. Alrighty. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video like this one. And actually, thank you to 201 subscribers so far. And keep subscribing. Thanks for watching. Take care.